Hello, this is Dan Tabor from Falker and Synops.co, and I'd first like to say happy holidays, and second, I'd like to talk a little bit about Bumblebee. Paramount was cool enough to send me this package in the mail with a Bumblebee present. It said it was from Bumblebee, which is pretty cool. Not many people get Christmas gifts from Transformers, but I'm going to open that in a minute. First, I wanted to talk a little bit about Bumblebee because I didn't review Bumblebee proper for Falker, and I felt like I needed to talk about that a little bit because over the last decade, I've been a Michael Bay apologist and a Transformers apologist, and I've just apologized for those movies so many times. And I feel guilty about that sometimes because I know they're not great movies, but like they're an insane guilty pleasure of mine. And especially The Last Night, which kind of was the franchise killer, if you will, of the entire series. I mean, from the bonkers robot that made sushi to like some of the other things that were just like the fact that we found out we were like living on, spoiler alert, Unicron, and Quintessa showed up and it was just like Michael Bay at the most Michael Bay he's ever been, I think. So you have that, and Anthony Hopkins, strange enough, but that I think went a little too far for some people because that was kind of the franchise killer. Because after that, Bumblebee was already, I think, somewhat in development at that time. So it's kind of like how Aquaman still came out, even though Justice League kind of was the franchise killer. So Bumblebee was still in like production at that point, and Travis Knight is directing it. It's his second film. His first film was Kubo and the Two Strings, and this film is a sort of heartwarming coming-of-age adventure story about a young girl who is trying to find her way, and she finds a giant robot. One thing I really liked is they went back to the old retro designs, like to the old 80s toy designs. Like when I saw like Soundwave, I was like, that's what Soundwave looks like. That's what Soundwave sounds like. When I saw Cliff Jumper, I'm like, that's what Cliff Jumper looks like. That's what he sounds like. And I really would have liked to see Megatron, but we didn't get to see Megatron. But in keeping with the whole timeline, this actually does connect to the Shia LaBeouf franchise, even though I don't think we're going to see Shia LaBeouf, and I don't know if we're going to see anything of that whole Michael Bay generated universe going forward from the Transformers franchise, which makes me a little bit sad. But after seeing how great Bumblebee was, it makes me very happy because this is the kind of film I think that people in my generation feel comfortable and feel proud about taking their kids to. I mean, it makes me really happy to say I'm a Transformers fan for once, and I love these movies, and I can say that proudly and not have to worry about somebody yelling about Michael Bay or how much they hate Michael Bay, so that's really cool. But I think this is the kind of film the Transformers movies always should have been, because Bumblebee is just like it's very nostalgic. It takes place in the 80s, and if there's anything I could draw like more of a direct line to, it would be it's a lot like E.T. So, but it doesn't do the whole Stranger Things thing where you've got a group of kids. It's just this one girl who's kind of an outsider, and her sort of finding her way and coming of age and dealing with her father's death, which is, I mean, that, and it's the only thing I think is a little bit much is the needle drops in this movie, because it does have a ton of great needle drops, but it's not, I don't think if you took out the music like Suicide Squad, where the movie wouldn't be as great as it is. I think Bumblebee is still very effective even if you took the music out, but I think the music kind of enhances the time period because they've got some great 80s soundtrack choices in that film. So I love Bumblebee a lot. It made me proud to be a Transformers fan again. I'm not going to have to apologize for this one, which is great, and you know, I suggest you go see it, and it's one of those films that you can actually take your family to see. This is a film that is definitely worthy of bringing the family out, bringing the kids out. I just loved it and can't suggest it enough. So that's Transformers Bumblebee for you. It was a great film. Totally worth it. So now about this package. So last week I got a package left on my doorstep from Paramount, care of Bumblebee. So I thought I would save that for the holidays and or Christmas proper and open that for everybody so everybody can see what Bumblebee got me for Christmas. So it's got this really cool wrapping paper that actually has Bumblebee on it. Like, I don't know if that's kind of weird that he's got Bumblebee on his wrapping paper, but so this is, I'm going to open it now, and I'm kind of excited. Oh, wow. So it's... Oh my goodness. So he plays Walk This Way, Bust a Move, and the Robots in Disguise theme. And he dances. So it's a dancing Bumblebee. Oh my god, this is awesome. This is so freaking cool. And it's, you can sync your voice to the music apparently. But yeah, it's got those 3 songs on it, and then he dances to it, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to just be entranced by this for the next, I don't know how many hours. So, you have a great holidays. I'm just going to spend the rest of the time... Wait a minute. Let's see if we can get him out of this. They make things so hard to get out these days. Because he's probably got some switch on him that won't let him do what he needs to do until you actually take him out. As far as toys go... As far as toys go these days, you can't be too, like, precious with them as collector's item because everybody's trying to collect them. So let's see what we got here. Wow, he's got... Wow, he's like actually bolted down. So how do we activate him? So we got this. So how do you get him out of demo mode? Oh wait, here we go. Nope. Oh, here we go. And switch music. Okay. So, apparently, you switch the music by using his hand. Let me just... How should I... So yeah, happy holidays from me and Bumblebee, I guess. I wonder how much Aerosmith is getting from this. Bye.